Hello guys, Rapid Films here. Today I'm going to explain the film called Leerling, released in the year 2015. Spoilers ahead, watch out. The protagonist of the movie is Lana, a 40-year-old woman who works as a teacher. She lives with her husband and their little daughter and appears to have a good life. Lana specializes in teaching high school students. One day, she takes a surprise test in her class and asks all the students to perform well. After handing out some instruction, she tells them to start, but surprisingly, a new student named Benny does not write a thing. He simply keeps staring at her as if he has become infatuated. Lana notices him doing this, but she does not say anything and walks away. The following day, a student is giving a short presentation when two arrogant girls scroll through their phones and giggle. Lana tells them to put their phones away and focus on the presentation, but they do not listen. They continue disturbing the class by making noise. Having had enough, Lana approaches them and orders them to hand over their phones. One of them obliges, but before she leaves the room, she curses at Lana. The entire class starts laughing, but the new boy, Benny, appears to be angry. The same day as Lana is having tea, she notices that the same girl who cursed at her earlier is being harassed by a boy. It is none other than Benny. He throws her bag on the floor and even checks her bicycle away. It is evident that he is punishing her for the making fun of their teacher. Lana is perplexed as to why the new guy would do something like this. Hence, to find answers, she calls Benny to an isolated room for a private conversation. But the moment he enters, the atmosphere between the two becomes pretty awkward. To break the ice, Lana inquires if he enjoying his new school. He does not reply to the question and instead he asks what she wants from him. Lana tries to explain that she is simply concerned about his studies. She also tells him that she did not like how he was mistreating his classmate. As Lana continues explaining, she accidentally touches Benny's knee. This makes him assume that she is into him. Lana inquires if he needs any help from her, but Benny replies that she cannot help him. He then starts smiling and asks if they are done for today. Lana says yes and leaves the room, hence putting an end to this super awkward conversation. In the evening, Lana is at home checking the test results of the students on her computer. When she comes across Benny's report, she finds that his marks are extremely low as compared to his classmates. This makes her worried and she starts wondering how to assist him. Just then her daughter arrives. Lana hurriedly turns off the computer. The next day, Lana decides to focus on her teaching and not on Benny. She takes her classes as usual and prepares to leave in the evening, but just then she notices Benny's bag on the floor. To everyone's surprise, she opens it, takes out his sweatshirt and sniffs it like a pervert. This makes us believe that Lana has also started liking Benny. She cannot stop thinking about him, whether it be at school, at home or at the park. Meanwhile, Lana hears someone approaching, so she immediately puts the shirt back inside the bag and heads to the restroom. There, Benny suddenly approaches her from behind and surprisingly he begins touching her inappropriately. Lana tries her best to make him understand that they should not be doing this, but he does not listen. He proceeds to lick her neck, and this time even Lana cannot control her temptations. It appears as if she is going to give in, but right then she remembers her family and holds back. She then tells Benny that this should never happen again and warns him that she can expel him if he tries touching her. As Lana walks away, Benny asserts that even she wants him. In response, she says that she cannot have feelings for her student because they are all minors. However, deep down she knows that she has fallen for him. Even at night, she cannot stop thinking about the bathroom incident. It appears as if Benny has hypnotized her completely. The following day at school, Lana tries to stay focused on her work and assigns all the students with some classwork. However, Benny is uninterested and simply keeps staring at her. Lana tries to signal him to focus on his work, but Benny does not oblige. After class, he approaches her and makes a proposition, saying they can go on a date and sort out their feelings for one another. However, Lana firmly says no and explains that whatever happened between them was a mistake and it will never happen again. That evening, Lana arrives arrives at the parking lot only to find that her car has been completely vandalized, with the door scratched and the mirrors shattered. Lana looks around but does not see anyone. Realizing it's Benny Zoing, the same evening her husband approaches her while she is walking in the garden and inquires about what happened to her car. Lana makes up a lie, saying she drove too close to a lamppost. Suspicious, her husband questions whether a lamppost could cause such a scratch, but Lana asserts that it did. In reality, she lacks the courage to reveal the truth to her husband because she does not want to lose her small and happy family. The following day in class, Lana gives another assignment to her students. This time, they will have to write a cover letter stating why they are qualified enough for a job. Lana asks if anyone has any questions, and Benny raises his hand. He asks if it is necessary to go to any extent just to get a job, implying a double meaning in the joke. Hearing this, the entire class burst out in laughter, making Lana angry. She orders Benny to report himself to the principal's office, but he again asks if she enjoys going beyond the limit for the sake of the job. Infuriated, Lana picks up his bag and throws it outside, then shouts at him to get out of the class. Sadly, the other students take Benny's side and start cheering for him. One of them even throws a duster at the board, which almost hits Lana. So she simply walks out of the classroom. One day at home, Lana is reading a book for her daughter when the telephone suddenly rings. Lana picks it up, but no one speaks from the other end. This goes on for a while, and Lana finally realizes that it is Benny. So she unplugs the phone and continues reading the book for her daughter. Shortly after, Lana arrives at school but hesitates to enter when she sees Benny. So she pretends to be sick and takes the day off. Even the next day, she does not go to school. Instead, she pulls over at her riverside and enjoys an apple. After a while, she decides to visit a museum to clear her mind. Lana is having a good time there when suddenly she sees Benny. It appears as if he has followed her. Panicked, Lana attempts to run away from the place but ends up getting stuck inside the elevator with him, now with the woman of this dream right in front of her. He starts touching and caressing Lana gently. He does it so well that she cannot control her emotions and attempts to kiss him. However, every time she lunges at him, Benny holds back. He seems to be playing a game which Lana cannot seem to comprehend. The next day, Lana finally goes to the school, but instead of going to class as usual, she sneaks inside the staff room and steals the upcoming examination paper, then places it inside Benny's coat. Her plan is to expel him from the school by framing him. Later during the lunch hour, all the students are having their meal in the cafeteria while Lana is sipping tea with other teachers. As per her plan, Benny is detained by security and expelled from the school for stealing exam papers. Lana is over the moon, realizing that Benny is not going to trouble her anymore. However, just after some days, she starts missing him, reminiscing about the time he fondled her in the bathroom and then in the elevator. She also misses his seductive stare and handsome face. Lana becomes so desperate that she even starts fantasizing about being intimate with him. Lana takes her daughter to bookstore to buy her a present, but when she prepares to leave, she realizes her daughter is missing. Lana panics and searches the entire bookstore, but her daughter is nowhere to be found. She immediately files a missing child report at the police station, and the officers begin investigating. While reviewing CCTV footage with the police, Lana spots Benny, but before she can inform the officers, she receives a call from her husband informing her that their daughter is with him. Lana becomes relieved and apologizes to the police. Later at home, Lana hears loud banging on the door, but upon checking it, realizes it is just the wind. She begins having erotic fantasies of herself with Benny and becomes desperate to have sexual relationship with him. Her husband sees this and wonders if she has become paranoid. Lana skips school again the next day and drives straight to Benny's house. She parks her car a few meters away and follows him when he rides away on his scooter. She rams into the back of the scooter, causing Benny to fall off awkwardly. She stops her car and takes a moment to collect herself, realizing she has become unstable. The previous night, she fantasized about Benny, but now she has put him in danger. The movie ends with Lana walking out of her car to check on Benny's condition. If you enjoyed today's movie, please do not hesitate to share this video with your friends and hit the like button, please.